Listen.
Stop it.
Stop. Stop. You stop.
No. See, there's a rule I have.
What?
No walking.
Hey.
No.
I abide by no man's rule.
I'm just telling you.
Uh-oh.
Make no promises.
I'm just telling you. That's really got it.
Wow.
Shatter, yeah.
Wow, the whole group is here.
Return of item.
Are we waiting for a starter gun or something? And we're off! First question is coming over the left here, over the left here, over the left, and one on the right. We don't have microphones, so...
It's broke.
You guys with microphones over there?
No, they're not.
What?
That's what we're waiting for. Will you hear us in the back?
We can use semaphore since we're all voice actors.
Baby still listening to rock music?
I know they're working on it. We're gonna see if something works really quick. Hello? Is yours off too?
Well, what's really strange is I was just in here and the door. Yes.
I need the on switch, that helps. I'm no rocket scientist, I'm just a voice actor.
Hey, is that one on too?
It's a sexy voice.
The question is, between the time I was in here and I left, did someone come up and turn off the stuff?
Yes.
Yes. You guys.
Was that one off too?
What were you guys doing?
Set some levels.
You know, I leave the room for 2 seconds. You're touching stuff.
I'm just gonna work on it here, make sure I got my plumber's crack out.
Hey.
Oh my god! It's Pokemon!
You guys good now? Your mic's working?
No.
Where did Tech go? He was just here. Is he now underneath the table?
Well, we're burning daylight, so why don't we start here and introduce ourselves and then get cracking.
Okay.
All right.
Start here. I'll speak loudly. Hi, I'm Robbie. I'm the voice of Tuxedo Mask and Moomin Rider in One Punch Man with these chalk knuckles and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can find on IMDb. I won't be offended if you look at your phones while we're in this. We're also on Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's on Toonami right now. So that would include me, Max, and Zach in all 3 of those things I just listed. So if you want to ask any questions from that zone, we can answer them. And I've been a voice actor in LA for about 7 years and doing it full-time for 5. And this is my 2nd Metrocon. I'm happy to be back with all you sweaty, beautiful people. Thanks for coming to hang.
Hey everyone, my name is Max Middleman. I am, this is my first Metrocon. I play Saitama, the One Punch Man in One Punch Man. I am Leo in Fire Emblem. I am Kaden in Fire Emblem. I am Forrest in Fire Emblem.
Are you the Fire Emblem in Fire Emblem?
I am the Fire Emblem as well. Kosei, Your Lion April, King, 7 Deadly Sins, bunch of stuff. I've been voice acting for 4 years, and now I'm here, in front of you beautiful people.
I'm Eric Stewart. You might know me as Brock and James on Pokemon and Squirtle. I'm also Seto Kaiba on Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm Meta Knight on Kirby. I am Gowry on Kirby. There you are. Gowry on Slayers. I'm Peggy Pudgeon on Viva Pinata. I directed a lot of those shows as well. I worked on Ultimate Muscle, and my favorite character on that would be Dick Van Dyke, which I helped name. I've been a voice actor and a director for over 25 years, and I'm also a singer-songwriter, play all original rock and roll. I toured with Ringo Starr, Leonard Skinner, Peter Frampton, and all sorts of people like that, so I do a lot of stuff. And this is my first Metrocon, and it's great to be here, and I'm going to capture that Pikachu.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Zach Aguilar. I've been voice acting for around 4 to 5 years. Some of the stuff I've done is, as Robbie said, Takaki in Iron-Blooded Orphans, Arthur in the Seven Deadly Sins, Slain in Alt Noah Zero, and Tolkien Sword Art Online, and most recently, just announced not too long ago, Genos in One Punch Man. Which, yeah, it's coming out tonight, so you guys gotta watch it on Toonami. It's gonna be great. This is my first Metrocon. It's such an honor to be here. Florida's beautiful, but the weather, it's so humid. It's so humid, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm a Californian, so I'm just a baby when it comes to weather. Anyways, yeah.
My name's Richard Ian Cox. I'm Inuyasha and Inuyasha. Ranma, Male and Ranma, and Hallelujah, Hallelujah, and Gundam Double O. Kai, and all these other guys. And I'm the voice of Revit on Dino Trucks on Netflix right now, which is kind of awesome. You should go and watch it. Buy our merchandise, please. I'm Kevin on Super Noobs. We did, Kirby and I have done X-Men together and a whole bunch of other shows like that too. So, yeah, I'm half asleep. I just flew in. I'm really kind of cold because the air conditioning's a bit of a bitch.
Can you get that turned up, please? The Canadians are freezing.
Get a jacket for you.
That's nice. Now we're dating.
Hey man, if it's a gig, it's a gig.
Kaiba charges.
Yes?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kirby Morrow, and I play every other male character in anime that they haven't mentioned. And for the females. You know me as Moroku, Goku, anything there ends in Ku. Bob Fennell, Mike Legend from Ninja Turtles, Cyclops from X-Men, and Cole from Ninjago.
Yeah.
There's been other stuff, and camera stuff. Richard and I both do a lot of on-camera stuff, which is doing quite well in Canada right now because your dollar is so strong. It's so mighty. It's awesome. So, hi, good to be here.
Hi, I'm Laura Post. I am just recently announced I'm Blizzard in One Punch Man. Woo! I'm Valentine in Skullgirls. I'm Ari in League of Legends. I'm Diana in Little Witch Academia. Oh! Nozomi in Love Live. And I am Ragyo Kiryuin in Kill la Kill. Ragyo Kiryuin. It was really fun to say.
Hi! That was Japanese. Hi.
Great, so now we should take some questions so we can give you some answers. Who wants to be in charge of picking? You do.
You gotta do it! You gotta do it!
Yeah.
Okay. Can you all do an impersonation of the person to your right?
See, I only know the shows I work on. I don't know their voices. I'm sorry. Okay, to our left, but there's no, or to our...
You're right. So Laura is the only one that doesn't have to do it.
It's really humid here. I'm a California guy. Wait, hold on. No, dude, it's really humid here. I'm a California guy, and I've got to get back. Surf. You can do me.
Max and I work together all the time, so he has a great impression of me. Here it goes. You ready? Wow! That's it. And then mine is, I'm Max Mendelman. I do this voice all the time. It's hurtful.
That was good. You guys are going to do your thing. He's got to do you.
I don't think you should have to do anything. I'll take the pass on this.
That was good. That was good and intimidating. I like that. Okay, good. So you got to pick someone else then.
Just say you like ramen.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not going to do me?
Yeah.
Hang on. Here's my Kirby impression. Are you 18?
Bang on!
That was good.
Yeah, the best. Oh.
That was good. All right, someone else pick someone, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. So you was in the movie Ghost Rider, right?
Yes.
And which part of the scene you was in?
There was a part where if you sneezed, you missed. Remember when he grabbed the helicopter pilot and he threw the helicopter?
And
I was the helicopter.
So he tell you that.
Tremendous range.
He tell you pissed me off too.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, you pissed me off. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes, in the back. Yes. Yeah, with the fantastic hair.
Hi, Eric. In another panel, you were talking about how Mennonite meant something to the young men who, they never heard someone on TV who was a positive role model for them.
Of the Spanish-speaking people, yes.
Right.
Right.
Did any of the rest of you voice actors have an opportunity where someone came up to you and said, "Hi, you voiced this. It meant something really deep and important"?
The short version of that answer was I had done Mennonite as Antonio Banderas in that style. It was a choice that I made, and they thought, oh, why Spanish? And I said, why not? And years later, when I was doing a convention in Florida, a group of teenage boys came up to me and said, thank you for doing a voice that sounded like us, that did not make fun of us, that was not a stereotype. So that's what that was about. There you go.
Oh. Experience with that word. Sorry, go ahead. Yes.
That's good answer.
I had MC Hammer came up to me and said, thank you for making Hammer Pants seem cool. Yeah. I said, no problem, but
it's Hammer time.
I'll have a latte.
Obviously, Mennonite is in a class by himself, I guess. There you go. That's true. But that's a good question. Thank you for that. Yes, very meek hand coming up. You can raise it higher if you want. There, that's better. Good. Yes.
You guys have voiced like multiple characters. Could you do like an impression of one character in the voice of another character you've done?
Oh, you mean like something like, I'm a flaming Moltres. Or, I'll just use this trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
Only one of them.
I don't think I can do that.
Oh.
That line?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no. You'll use that frying pan and cook me breakfast because I'm Kaiba. Oh, yes, my friend. Do you have rice balls for me?
Are any of you interested in trying Yukihira brand peanut butter covered octopus?
No!
Kirby?
No, you gotta save that for Scott if he ever comes. Nope, next year.
Next year, he won't be here too.
I'm interested, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm interested, but I'm not gonna.
You eat anthrax from the audience once.
Right. A good question, yes. In the back with the wonderful silver hair, yes, you. Why don't you want to do the gifts at the end of the panel? That way, no one will try to steal it from the other guy?
Unless we can set it in front of us.
Is it something we can show in a PG-13 room?
Yeah. Is it older than 18?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so while you do the gifts, we'll take another question, because this might be all. All right, great. Awesome, thank you. Who's got another question for us? Yes, in the green shirt. Yeah, you're saying, it's like, what did I wear today?
Time to play games, and if you do, what kind do you play?
I'm a huge gamer geek. I've got my Atari 2600 in a box with 50 games. I've got my Genesis with 32X thing so I could play Doom. I've got PS1s, 2s, Xbox. I'm now playing The Division on my Xbox One. I play with the same 3 video gamer vidiots, as we call ourselves, every Wednesday night for the last 8 years. Does that mean I'm a gamer?
Hey, I'm in the Division. You probably kill me all the time.
I probably do. And the last part of my gamer geek thing is way before the interwebs, when there wasn't any online gaming, I had the PS1s with the link cable, and I had 2 televisions in my house with picture-in-picture. And I would play Doom with my buddy, and we'd run video signals from my game system to his TV and his game system to my TV so I could see his view in the picture-in-picture. Gamer geek? I think so.
You guys want to see what we got?
Yeah.
I got one of these last year, and it's still sitting on my vanity shelf in my office. Last year it was a tuxedo mask. This year it's a little ducky Moomin Rider.
Is like a giant snake gonna pop out of this one? Is that what's going on?
No, it's a blue eyes white dragon.
That's just a duck for fun. Just
Oh.
a ducky for fun.
Oh my god.
So cool.
That's awesome.
Hey, James, right?
I think I won. I've got a Seto Kaiba duck. That's awesome. That is awesome.
We didn't answer the video game question.
Yeah, do you game?
Yeah, Max and I.
We're Overwatch buddies. We play Overwatch.
Yeah. Before they started ranked play, Max was one of the top above 1,000 Soldier 76 players in the world. Yeah, he's stone cold. He's got the reflexes of a caffeinated 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, we do. We play together pretty often. Yeah.
Oh, come on now. We're crossing the line into super.
It's personal!
What headset do you use? Somebody else pick someone.
Question? You in the yellow.
Wait, there's an answer over here. Still.
Oh, it's okay.
Well,
No, she's got a gamer geek question answered. Please.
I also play games. There's really not much of an answer to it.
That was an answer.
Play the game, let's go.
League of Legends and stuff. I don't know. And I play a lot of I play the Love Life game a lot. Yeah. It's awesome. Rhythm games are my jam.
Yeah.
You picked Pikachu, didn't you?
Yeah.
I choose you.
This is for all the voice actors. Out of all the characters you guys have done, which character describes you the most, like your personality?
Oh.
Snails from My Little Pony.
I gotta think of this.
Kobe?
I would definitely go with not Tuxedo Mask, but just Mamoru. Yeah, because he's kind of flirts by being a jerk. That's kind of my MO, so yeah.
I'd say Kosei from Your Lie in April, because he's kind of, I was shy as a kid. Kosei's shy. I played the piano. He plays the piano. Sad things happen to him. Sad things happen to me.
Mine's kind of a combination. I liked girls a lot in high school, so Brock. And for some strange reason, I can really channel the sarcastic vibe of Kaiba. So I would think it's a combination of those two guys.
Are we still answering?
Probably, it's weird though. I think it would be Genos because, it kind of makes me think of not really giving up. You know what I mean? He keeps fighting, trying to get stronger and stronger, and I think that's just super cool to, I don't know. I guess even if you're beaten down a million times, you just got to get back up, keep training, and keep working hard. So, yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
I know you all want me to say Moroku.
Well, he does have a suck hole.
I was thinking Summers.
Beat down. He beat you down.
That was good.
Suckhole. There we go.
Suckhole.
Next question. Oh no, sorry.
For me, it would probably be Nozomi in Love Live because she was sort of lonely as a kid, which was totally me because I was a nerdy kid. And what was really great about she felt really lucky to be part of Love Live and really connected about that, and I felt that way about being part of the show. I was like, I'm just so happy to be here, and she's like, I'm just so happy to be here. So it's probably Nozomi.
Oh, sweet.
Good question. That was good. All right. Yes, sir.
Eric, I don't know much about you, but both Peter Frampton, so that's...
Oh, there you go. Well, if Peter plays on my most recent album, come see me at the table. $10 will get you a CD, and $9 are the Peter Frampton part of it.
Like I do.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
Richard, I looked at your bio in the booklet. I'm not sure anybody noticed that you've been doing this since 1700s.
Yeah. What's that?
Pretty good for 316.
Thank you. Sort of a Cullen sort of vibe. Without the sparkles and bullshit.
Half even.
Yes, sir.
I asked this with Kirby earlier on, but I'd like to hear from the rest of you. What project have you been involved with that you think is just underappreciated? A really good show that's never got the attention or the audience it deserves?
That's super easy for me. I'm on a Nickelodeon show. It's still airing. It's called Breadwinners. It was a Saturday morning cartoon. For the 6 weeks that they promoted us, we beat SpongeBob for the first time in like 10 years for ratings. And then they just kind of buried us. And I think a lot of it was because the internet hated us real bad. We were super hated on the internet. Like the IMDb, the show is like a 3.4. When the YouTube video that it was based off of dropped, it was like 90% likes. And then as soon as Nickelodeon picked it up, it just bit the big one. And I feel like that one for me is like probably one of the things that I'm most proud of that ended up getting buried the most. Now we did 80 episodes. I'm happy with that. It was a great run. I love that show. I think it's really fun. It's for the target audience. So that was one I would have liked, you know, when all shows run their course. But that's one that I would have liked to see go a little further and keep its time slot, but you never know. Numbers are numbers, and networks are networks.
SpongeBob Mafia, dude.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You have one?
I'll agree with Robbie. I guested on Breadwinners a few times, and it was one of my favorite shows to guest on. Yeah, I don't know. I wish it had more episodes in it.
That's an easy one for me. I directed a show called Viva Pinata, which was a prelay show. So we recorded one actor at a time, and I assembled the dialogue, sent it to the animators to be animated, and then come back. The way that we do a lot of the original Japanese shows. The show was 10 minutes long, 10-minute episodes about nothing. It's the Seinfeld of animation. Because I worked a lot in production, I'll tell you the reason that a lot of those shows get canceled, even though they're great, is that there's no licensing for the other things that we sell. So when the video game didn't do very well, and there's no card game to go with it, and all those other things, we had good ratings, but they killed the show. We did 2 seasons of it, and you can find all the episodes on Hulu, but it was just a great, we had a 6-person writing team, like a sitcom, writing every episode, and they would just throw ideas out, and if it was a funny idea, it became a show. Because there was no gameplay involved in the show at all. It has nothing to do with the video game whatsoever, except for the actual animated characters. So because of that, we could do anything we wanted. And that's the thing I'm most proud of. And if someone says, you know, in the whole list of things, it's not the most famous thing I worked on, but it's like if you want to see me as a director, and I play some small characters in it, Viva Pinata, hands down.
We're basically giving you future cult classics to look up.
So, wait, what is it? Something that was like kind of popular?
Well, something that you worked on that you wish had a bigger audience.
That was really good,
that was really good, that you're very proud of, that didn't have the same sort of...
Even like video game stuff?
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
So there's this one really cool video game, and it's out right now. It's called Zombie Vikings for the PS4. And so basically, you know, super crazy. I think it's just a really funny video game. You'd have to go check it out. I just know it didn't really get a lot of popularity. It was on the PlayStation Plus like vote to like they had the little vote, like you get 3 games or something, and you get to vote for whatever game you get to have for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member. And it didn't really get a ton of votes, but the game is really fun, and I think like the voice acting in it's really cool and funny. So that was one thing.
We did a show back home in Canada called Dr. Dimension Pants. That was the funniest, one of the funniest shows I've ever been part of. It was a prelay show, and we did 1 season, and that was it, and it just never really they didn't push it, you know, quite as much as maybe they could have. But I guess it never really found its audience. But it was a really funny show. It was always about best joke in the room wins, like even outside of the writing, if you sort of ad-lib something, then it was, you know, it would stay. So that was a really funny, I mean, you could You can find it online, but it's in terms of, I played a unicorn that barfed rainbows and was British. So right there, that's the hook. I don't know why. What the hell out of that? Right, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not sure it's related, but the show wouldn't hire me, so I don't know why it didn't work.
Probably for me, it's a video game. It's The Evil Within, and I know some people here know it. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's like some people here know it. It's a really, really, really good survival horror game. And like, I'm a huge fan of like Resident Evil and stuff, so I was so stoked when it came out. And then like, a lot of people were talking about it. But I thought it was great, and I love it. And 6 seasons in a movie, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And mine was Project Arms, if anybody remembers that. Show a bunch of young guys lose an appendage, and they become, cool show. It's weird.
Someone else pick.
Yeah. Who hasn't picked yet?
Somebody pick.
Pick.
You, right there. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, that's awkward. I'm sorry. Putting to you in the blue.
Okay. When you guys work a job like voice acting, I assume you have headphones on, and there's probably only so many people that you actually get to talk to or you listen to in those headphones. What is that relationship like, and what kind of shorthand do you have with them to kind of get what you want out of the job, you know? Like, can you give us a little insight into that shorthand? Is there somebody else on the headphones when you're working a job like that?
Well, that changes in all different, I mean, you know, I direct myself on a lot of the shows since I was a director, so I'm talking to myself, which is usually a strange thing to do. But my grandmother used to say, if you talk to yourself, it means you have a lot of money. That's what she used to say. I'm not saying that's the life I lead, but it really depends. I mean, I do a lot of commercial stuff too, where there'll be an entire committee sitting in the room, and they'll all have their different opinions, and you hope that they just filter it through the director to give you something that you can actually work with to a degree. But it's all different dynamic. I'll say as a director to an actor, the way that I approach being a director is I want to gain your trust so that you know that we're on the same team. It's not my way or your way. It's if I look good, if you look good or sound good, and we're trying to do something together. And if you don't gain the trust of the actor that you're directing, you're never going to get anything, and you're both going to just put up those walls. So you want to trust your director, and you want your director to feel like, you know, they're your friend, that you have the same goal. So in terms of listening to that voice, you talk to someone the way in a booth, the way you would talk to different people in a room. If you were at a dinner party and there were 5 different people sitting there and you told an off-color joke and one person laughed, you'd realize that's the person you could be that way with. You'd see the body language from someone else at that table is offended by that. You realize you've got to speak to them in a different way. It's the same way that dealing with actors. You've got to know who your audience is in order to interact with them in the right way. At least that's how I approach it as a director. So hopefully that answers your question.
Is there an engineer in there? That you have
Sometimes I self-engineer my stuff too. I mean, that's just me. But, you know, I don't let anyone else in my booth, and, you know, that's it.
When you're not self-directing, you're engineering, I think to answer your question, there is almost always an engineer and a director. Sometimes they might be the same person, but pretty rarely. That's pretty standard. And you do filter your questions through them. When you get to be your own way, that'd be awesome. But mostly you have a director that you rely on. And when he says having the panel filter it through them, they have a talkback button. If you're talking, I think you're asking about logistics.
Yes.
And they have their conversation on the other side of the glass. You can't hear them. And then the director filters that all down and tells you what you need to do to get the performance that they're looking for. It's typically the way it goes down. When you're in the room with another actor, like in prelay, then most of the time you're in the same room with them, and then you get to play the same way that you would play on camera or on stage, still being directed by a director on the other side of the glass.
Would you ever say something back like, oh, well, turn me up a little bit on this?
Oh,
like,
sure.
It's
called setting levels, and we do that at the top of every session. And you can set your headphone levels, and they're getting levels in the studio, because if you get real loud and you yell, or you're going to be real quiet, they want to be able to set that up so that it plays either way, on both ends of the spectrum.
Sure going? I got a good story about this. So I went in for the callback for the lead in a new series, and there was all these people on the line, my headphones, in LA. And in 20 years of doing this as a job, I never once, when you audition, you just read your own lines. No one has ever read the lines in between. In 20 years, never. So there was one character had the first line, I had the second line, and it went like that. So when I started reading, I jumped into the second line off the beginning, and I went to jump to my next line, and the director on the phone in LA started to read the line in between. And I stopped, and I'm like, oh, are you going to read the lines with me? And she said, well, it kind of works better that way, doesn't it? There's all the executives and everybody on the line. I'm like, okay, good. Let's start again. And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and I'm like, you have the first line. She goes, oh, so she reads the first line. I read the second. She reads the third. I read the fourth. And nothing. And I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I'm like, blank, it's your line. And she says, do you need me to read them with you, or can you just read them with yourself? 20 years, this has never happened.
Damn.
I didn't get the part.
You got her part. To add to the craziness of the committee, though, and I tell people this story too. It's like there'll be like 10 people in the room, right? You get your advertising people or agency people, stuff like that, right? And you're in the booth. Sometimes you're brought into the booth. You didn't even meet those people in person. You just walk in and see them like in an aquarium window, right? And this is what you see, and you get this. Yeah, can we just try one? Just do one. That's your direction. Can you just try one? You go, okay, and you read it down, and then you see this. And then you get, yeah, can we just try that again? That's your direction. And you're like, oh, they hate me. They realize they just cast the wrong guy on the casting tape. Okay, great. And you try it again, and then you see a little bit more of, and so you think they hate you. This is what's really going on. If the talkback was open, I ordered the roast beef, not the turkey. I don't understand why you never get my lunch order right. Look, just because you're vegan doesn't mean, things like that. And that's what's going on. But you don't get that. You just get this. And the worst piece of direction I ever got in a commercial booking was, can you do that a little bit more orange? And I was not reading for an orange or anything related to an orange, but as a professional actor, I said, hold on. Yes, I think I got it. And did it, and of course it was more orange.
Blue.
Somebody pick something.
Black and white.
The one with the hands.
There's too many hands.
Yes?
Okay,
oh, there's two questions. There's,
Can you answer both of these questions?
Windstar.
I'm hearing questions.
I'm not sure if you probably...
Windscar and
Wait, we'll go to your second.
I love all this.
And the glass is second.
Go ahead, Richard.
Do it.
It's got to be it's a translation thing, right? This is an American thing.
Yeah.
You guys just talking the same set.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I like it all.
All right.
Okay,
What
good.
am I saying? Windscar?
Windscar.
Right.
Get your camera phones ready.
Do what he
I'm going
wants.
to sit around and fart around, use up most of your battery. You're going to upload this to YouTube, and then all the comments are going to be, he's such a dick. Why does he just read the lines? All right. Windscar!
Yeah!
Okay, that was great. Who hasn't asked a question
You
yet?
gotta get it.
You pick the guy. Okay, you pick the guy. Go and pick him.
Go ahead.
Which one?
Cleared out. We do that too. We do that too before we take.
Where did I go?
Eric, I'm not sure if you probably answered my question, but you said that Kaiba is a complicated person.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And how is he complicated from your perspective?
Well, I was saying that I don't think that Kaiba is truly a villain. I think he's a rival. I think that to be the best, which of course is Yugi, I have to admit that, you need someone that pushes you to be the best. Otherwise, he could just relax and just sit around, right? So if you follow the story, all the way to the Egyptian story arc, you know that Kaiba is Yugi's, or the Pharaoh's sparring partner, right? Well, you can't really be someone's sparring partner in modern day high school. That would be kind of weird. This is my best friend, my girlfriend, and my sparring partner, right? So the way that I approached him was that the sarcasm and the way that he's needling him is basically keeping him at the top of his game. So that's the complicated part about that, is treating him as a rival, not as a villain. But we also know, if you know the manga, you know that Kaiba's real story, right? Kaiba kills his father by pushing him out the window. Right?
It was amazing.
Right?
I thought he was adopted.
Spoiler alert!
No, that's episodes 1 and 2, which we never aired. We started with episode 3.
I've never seen it. Spoiler alert!
I know. So Kaiba, with his protection of his younger brother, that's why they both became orphans. Well, that's kind of an easy way to do it, right? Is that's why he's basically taken over the father role of protecting. They are abused children, and so there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and that's why he is so protective of himself and his brothers, because that's the complicated part. So knowing a little bit of the backstory, which I don't know with most of the characters I play, but this one took a lot of time because I was directing the show, and it took us a long time to cast it until finally I said, I'll play him. It really was like they were getting frustrated. They just could not find what they were looking for, and I finally said, I think I can do this, because I got the gist of what he was about. You know, that angry young man thing, but, you know, I don't think he's a bad guy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Good question. Thank you for that. Somebody else.
Everybody at one time, go.
The character, Teen Titans. Raven.
Zach?
Yeah.
That was such a psych out. That was such a good psych out. That was like, you.
I have a question for Zach.
Yeah. That was brilliant. I wish someone had caught that on video. That was great.
But you think we don't have...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Not the show.
No.
Yeah, just all of the sins. Yes.
I was wondering exactly what was it like for you, like to see your character as you're voicing him? I love Arthur also.
Really? Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, it's so cool, you know, to just, you know, try and get the voice and get into the moment and stuff, and fighting against Hendrickson too. You know, me and KG Tang were kind of going back and forth. Like, I was running into him as I was done recording, so I recorded like the first part of Arthur, and then KG came in and he recorded Hendrickson, and I was like, dude,
did you pick up the flag?
Like, well, he recorded Hendrickson, and then I go back in and I tell KG, I'm like, dude, oh my God, you sound so cool. And so, you know, like, we're just going back and forth, and I love hearing other voices in my headphones, you know, like, so, because we all, for anime, we record individually, so it's really cool to, like, like, I guess it feels like I'm able to get more into my character as I'm, you know, kind of playing off of someone. And I know Arthur, I believe, was voiced by a woman in Japanese, right? So, so I mean, it was a little...
Typecasting. Fight!
I love you, Max. It's just really cool, you know. I'm so honored to be a part of the show. Hopefully season 2 happens. I know Arthur, you know, Arthur gets a big part in season 2 if it does happen. So I guess we will see.
Yeah. Now you have to pick someone.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for all of you. What is the funniest blooper or outtake that you've ever experienced while voice acting?
Oh boy.
Kirby's got to think about this one because he doesn't know which one to pick.
It's tough because this is supposed to be family friendly.
Yeah, really can't say that.
And if it's from a cartoon, there's some of the filthiest sessions.
I will say that the women had said dirtier things than any of the guys on the shows I worked for. Yeah, definitely. They were dirtier.
Mine don't involve me. One is true because I heard it and I was there for it, and the other one is sort of lore in Vancouver. The first one is during a recording of X-Men Evolution. We'd recorded a good portion of the show, and at that point actors get bored and they start wandering out of the studio and doing their lines for a while. So I wandered out of the studio. I'm sitting in the sofa watching. I was on the engineering side, and I was watching the record. And most people were sitting down, and a certain actor was standing. He plays a rather gruff guy on the show. And so he had, and we love him. And he had an exert that he had to do, like a big ramp up. And he did it, and he put his all into it. He just, you know, he goes for it. And you heard audibly on the track.
Oh, he fought it.
It actually happened. Off mic, because to me, the funniest things ever recorded happen off mic. all you heard in the room was, "Oh my God!" And then the other one, which is lore in Vancouver, is there's another actor, different actor, who had to burp.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
For his, for the moment, and so he's like, no, I can do it. I don't need a stunt burper. So he says, I just need a can of Coke. So he takes his can of Coke, he chugs the whole, thing.
The big one.
And he goes and does one of the most glorious burps to have ever been recorded, like Eudora Welty, and puked.
Oh damn.
Awesome.
So this is on a DAP somewhere hidden away in a vault in Vancouver.
Oh no.
And it's one of my favorite things ever.
But the way that actor tells the story is it did come out, it hit the stand, and he caught it all.
Oh yeah, the drink Coke the more.
Ricochet.
Not drink Coke.
Oh, okay. Mine. So it's just a commercial. It wasn't an animated anything, but I was talking about breast cancer because it's like a healthcare thing. And first time I called it breath cancer. Take two, best cancer. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah, so that's pretty great. Breath and best cancer.
Breath cancer really is the best.
We did a lot of promos for the networks that we were airing the shows, right? For the WB, for Fox, stuff like that. And I was one of the main promo guys that I'd go in and jump in and say, coming up next on the WB, that sort of stuff. And they would hand me like a ton of promos to read in the 15 minutes I had between the other stuff that we were doing there. The engineer that worked that room would save all of our outtakes because there was a lot of cursing. Because we would stumble on things that were poorly written and things like that. And then every Christmas would give out a CD to all of the actors with different songs, different cuts on the CD based on the curse word used.
Oh no.
Scored over some beautiful Christmas music. So I have some fantastic versions of like the F word over White Christmas and with all of the actors, and it's like, it's just that stuff. It's nothing of the other words in between. It's just constantly that, all around, right? And whenever I get those Christmas gifts, I realize I'm the one that's cursing the most. I mean, honestly. Now, a good voice actor will continue to stay in character when making the mistakes and doing the little outtake things like that. So there are like definitely Brock and James and Kaiba using all of that kind of stuff. So when I finally retire from voice acting completely, I will release that.
All right, somehow we only have 5 minutes left.
Speed round.
So, speed round. Ready. And... Go.
For
Robbie.
You voice Moomin Rider, right?
Yes.
Do you bike? And if you do, did you get any of those experiences with your Moomin Rider?
I did not ride my bicycles to sessions. I do have a bicycle and I have a motorcycle.
Excellent.
Yes.
Good speed round question and answer.
Next.
Robbie, what is your favorite style of music?
Oh, I love classic R&B, 90s hip-hop, and classic rock.
Nice. Who else has a question for Robbie?
And they're like, oh.
Right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Hi.
What was it like voicing in Ninjago?
Awesome.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Max?
Way back there. Yes.
To get in character for Saitama, did you shave your head or anything?
Do it tomorrow.
Now I'll have to. Thanks a lot.
Good answer.
Somebody else, Mike. You pick.
Oh, no, right in front.
Besides Inuyasha, X-Men Evolution, and Zoids, how many other characters of yours does Kelly bash?
Good answer.
Moving on, maroon shirt, long arms. Handsome man.
Yeah,
You're
handsome.
Oh, yeah.
Kirby.
Yes, sir.
Could Goku beat Superman?
Yeah. He can be.
Realistic. Okay,
Yeah.
Goku.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yes.
Blue wig.
Have any of you guys cosplayed? Do you cosplay? And have you ever cosplayed a character that you voiced?
It's called Halloween.
I've only dressed up as Elvis. I dress up as Elvis at every Halloween. There's your cosplay. There it is, and that's true.
Robbie don't cosplay.
Mac's like Robbie. Mac don't cosplay.
Same.
Pick someone.
Cosplaying right now.
Yes.
Right there, right there. You.
Richard's actually a 6-foot black man.
Any projects that you didn't want to say that you worked on?
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Moving on.
Good answer.
Very back, one chat.
Laura,
Yes?
you said you play League of Legends. Just a quick question. What do you do against toxic players?
Ignore them.
All right, 2 minutes left. Front row, pink shirt.
For everybody, who is your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Superman.
Batgirl.
Sure. Saitama! Any girl in a tight superhero outfit?
Yes. Green shirt, brown hat.
Mr. Stewart,
Oh, what?
if they dubbed the new Yu-Gi-Oh!
None of them are over 18.
Would you like me to? Then I will.
Red shirt, blue hair.
Friendship Ruiner. Pokemon Go team.
Go. Mystic.
Rocket.
You guys, feeling out the vibe of this weekend, I think a Pokemon Go question's a pretty good one to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being a great panel. See you later.